I hereby introduce to you Mr. Michael Veazey.
Hey listeners and viewers, welcome back to the show. This is Amazing FBA if you're listening in stereo, but we are now also live with British Amazon Seller, the video podcast. If you're listening in on the audio, then please go to your app on your phone if you're using an iPhone or something like that, or go to iTunes and download the episode from British Amazon Seller. That would help us a lot to get cracking with that. We're launching ambitiously. So talking about ambitious, I'm talking today to Brad Moss, who is one of the giants of Amazon, who has been a hidden asset until now, where he's starting to come out into the podcast space. So we're delighted to have him on the program today. And we're going to talk about the new video service, Brad, that you're bringing out, AMZ Product Video. Tell us what's the thinking behind that? Why do that in the first place?
So this is a service that we're associated with, and it's the Amazon has now opened up a little bit more for third-party sellers to be able to get some videos on the website. And the service has gained a distributor agreement with Amazon, so they can get videos for other people onto their listings. And now it's different from the typical videos that you've seen. If you become a vendor, everyone knows if you become a vendor, you can get the A+ content, at least for some of your listings, and put a video right on the top with the images up there. Now this service, this video team, one of my business partner actually used to work in IMDb, and that's how we know a lot of these people inside of Amazon and the video services. But the video service is pretty neat in that they're building up more and more video content inside Amazon. And what this can do, though, is you can link it to your ASINs. So you can put in several ASINs and you can put up a video and link it to your ASINs, and then it's going to show up on the page a little bit lower down. It's not at the very top. It's when people scroll down and start looking at customer reviews. It's right above the customer reviews. So someone's looking for a little bit more information about it, and there's this little section called Related Video Shorts right there, and you might have seen that on some ASINs. It's slowly getting more and more prevalent on the site. But you can go through and put up some videos and link them to your ASINs, and then it shows up right there on the Related Video Shorts section. And it's a terrific spot because people are scrolling down. They're like, okay, I've seen the top. I've seen how many stars. I want to go look at some reviews. So they're looking for more information. They scroll down the page and then they see, they say, oh, this is cool, little Related Video Shorts. And the video just pops right up and plays and gives users more information about the product itself. And then they go on.
I think, sorry to interrupt you there, Brad, but I just wanted to underscore how powerful that is, because I think for people who aren't selling it very much, or who fairly new to it, that Kevin King I had on a while ago was really emphasizing how important it is to get a video review within the first few reviews you get, and necessarily go out and pay somebody for it. But that's because at that point there was no other way for people who are on Seller Central, as opposed to, as you say, Vendor Central, to get a video in the listing. So that's such a powerful thing. And I have to admit, and this is very bad that I didn't know, but I guess it's new enough that I just simply didn't know that was even possible. So that's both a revelation, and also it's something really powerful that you've got to have in there. So just want to underscore exactly why it's important to get this done.
Yeah, and they have actually several different types of videos you can put up. It's really fascinating. You can do unboxing videos, which is pretty cool. You can tag them as product comparison videos. You can do a how-to video. You can do an interview about your product, or you could do just a straight-up advertisement about your product on there. So they have these different categories that you can, categorize. You can have someone just doing a video review about your product, or you can go and tag someone doing a cool unboxing, which is pretty fun for various products. But yeah, particularly those products that really just need something else to explain. Like, you can't see it. I mean, when you look at the design, the consumer can't necessarily figure out exactly what it all does. There was a drain that the service processed the other day, and it was this really cool strainer, this drain strainer system. and the video just shows everything about it, of how it functions and why it's 10 times better than any other drain system that's out there, drain knobs. So things like that are fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds really fantastic. And can I ask if those classifications are from your side, or are they actually specified by Amazon? So you have to have an unboxing or how to, is it specified by Amazon?
No, so these are the various tags that you can put in. So you put in metadata. So you get the video ready, and then you need to put in some metadata and submit through the service. You can submit this metadata, and then the service processes this and then distributes it into Amazon. Now, the various categories are, unboxing, you have product comparison, you can do how-tos, you can do interviews, you can do just a review about the product, and then you can do advertising about the product.
That makes a lot of sense. And so what you're telling me, if I understand right, is that you have a legitimate way to put a video review on the Amazon listing, and that's within Amazon's terms of service, and they're happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, this video service wants to get more videos on there, and they love this AMZ product video because the service goes through and makes sure they're high quality videos. So you can't just put just any video up there. You need to actually make sure it's a decent quality, make sure the links aren't linking out of Amazon. And so this service basically scrubs all that stuff. That's why Amazon, at least our contacts within Amazon are really excited about this, just about the distribution agreement, because the service is screening all of these and getting them in. And, as legitimate great sellers, you're going to submit the best video you can about your product and do a good job. And so
that's really, really powerful, because what you've just explained there is a way that Amazon likes for getting not manipulating is the wrong word, but trying to influence, shall we say, your audience with high quality video, whereas every other way that we've been exposed to until now is like either trying to pay somebody for a video and pretend it's a real review, or paying for reviews, or any other things you can do apart from the photos on the listing. So this is a really profound departure, and this is a really powerful bit of news.
Yeah, it's terrific. It's a great service.
So tell us more about how it actually works. So let's say, for example, I'm trying to sell this pen. I'm not, by the way, so don't go out and private label this pen, folks, just in case. You always get somebody doing that after a podcast. So this pen, which is not a good idea to private label, I want to go out and sell it. And so what's the next, what do? I send you guys an email? What's the next thing I do?
Yeah, so there's the website, amzproductvideo.com, that you can go to, and the service does two things. So there's two different ways of doing video. If you don't have a video, they actually will develop some videos for you and then upload them to Amazon for free after they develop the video. And then the second option is there's a bunch of processing that they need to do, and so they charge for the processing, and then they'll upload the video to Amazon for free if you have a video already. So
okay, so say I decided that you're going to interview me about this pen, and you ask me a few questions and say, Mike, does it write in blue? I say, yeah, this pen's quite amazing. It makes blue marks on white paper. It's made of plastic, and all the rest. So I could take a video like that potentially, obviously presumably better quality, send it over to you guys and say, right, clean this up and make sure it's Amazon compliant, and then send it to Amazon, and you just take care of that.
Yeah, and they take care of the whole thing. And there's several things. I'm looking right now on the website. There's a how-to section, but basically you need the video file, you need a thumbnail to what the video is going to look like, as the little caption there, and then the metadata information is the titles. That's 100 character max. Synopsis, 400 character max.
What is metadata in English for non-tech speakers?
Oh, the metadata is all the data that will go with your video. So it will kind of show up in the back end and show up inside the system when someone looks at your video. Because once the video actually gets processed into Amazon's system, it has its own permanent page on Amazon. So it's almost like an ASIN listing. So when the video gets processed through, you could actually go to that listing and you could see that video at any given point. It's a permanent location on site Amazon, like a YouTube video or a Vimeo.
I'd say so. It's kind of like a YouTube video, because that was one of the big pushes that I heard last year, is that people wanted to get YouTube video shot of their product in order to drive traffic back to their listing. But you've kind of got a YouTube video, but sitting within the Amazon space, linked directly to your ASIN. Is that right? How is it linked to your ASIN, or is there a link? What's the?
Yeah. So that was the last point I was gonna say. There's actually, so the metadata is the title, synopsis, what type of video it is, like we talked about, how to and whatnot, and then the related ASINs. And you can actually link one video to multiple ASINs. So if you have, just a general brand advertisement you want, and you have, 20 SKUs in that brand, you could link all 20 SKUs to the one video, and it show up on all 20 SKUs, or vice versa. You can link multiple videos to one SKU if you have more than one video that you want about one ASIN. And then when you're on, there's two different ways that you'll discover the ASINs. The first one is if you go to the detail page, the video will show up in the related video shorts section. And that section will actually show up. Sometimes many ASINs that doesn't show up, but if you have a video, that will start showing up for your ASIN. And then also if you have the URL of the, which we send over, the URL of the ASIN itself, or the video ASIN, then it has the link of all the products that it's attached to on the right side. So it shows in my previous example, it showed the big advertisement for the brand, and it showed all 20 ASINs listed down on the right side of the screen. And so if someone's looking at the video, they'd see all 20 ASINs that it's linked to on the right.
Wow. So I'm sitting here scribbling notes with my amazing blue pen, by the way, available on Amazon. On my piece of, white paper TM. But because this is just mind-blowing news for me as a seller. I mean, never mind interesting content to put out as an interviewer. I mean, this is pretty mind-blowing. So, Brad, have you got any hard figures? Because I know you had to make a business case to Amazon when you were going to use resources. Can you make a similar business case to us as Amazon sellers? Have you got any data about how this affects sales or conversion percentage or sales volume, anything else?
Yeah, so I actually wish I had more data, being a data junkie at Amazon, right? I love lots of good data. What we've been reported back from all the people who've used the service so far is that they've seen sales increase. Now, we don't have exactly numbers and specifics. There's been a number that has been floated around that says videos can help improve as much as 80% your conversion rate. Now that's based on various things. I don't know, part of my data is when I hear a number, I want to dive down and I'll see all the little reasons and ways that happen. So we've heard that number quoted from various sources, and we've also heard from various clients and customers that it's improved their sales and things have really helped their listing. So
okay, so you're still sort of constructing the business case as the data comes back in, I guess. So tell us about the cost side of things then. So I mean, obviously we can go, anyone can go to amzproductvideo.com if that's right. And we'll have links in the show notes at the blog as well, which is amazingfba.com if you're looking for the info. But what sort of ballpark figures are we looking at for these things?
So there's actually a volume discount that when you do more than one video, it's I think it's 20% off the videos. But for a single video, if you do a single one, it's $250 for the processing fee. And then again, if there's a volume discount, if you do more than one, and you can contact us there or me, and I can forward you on. So that's to process a video that you already have made. Now, if you want to create a video, they're actually the pricing is pretty competitive with video creation. For those who've actually done video creation, for a 30-second video, depends on some complexities, and there's going to be some talking and details for those. But in general, it's about $3,000 for about a full video, for about 30 seconds to a minute. From a minute over, it's about $4,000. So it kind of ranges from the kind of complexity and things that you do there. But it's from everywhere I've heard and talked to some people, or we've talked to some video people that have charged them $10,000 for one video of their product, and this is dramatically lower the services they use. And they have really good video crews that have worked on films and TV shows and all sorts of stuff.
Excellent. Okay, so it's obviously for people who are going to make some quite serious money on particular ASINs. Although I guess if you've got a variety of ASINs that, for example, if you're selling a lot of different pens in different colors or different sizes or whatever, you could have one video that links to multiple ASINs, and therefore it would be, it would influence multiple income streams, I guess, is a way of justifying that price. Tell us about the processing fee side of things. So I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. If somebody's listening, they think $250 to get a video onto the Amazon system. Is there any other way that somebody can do it without going via you guys?
So I've heard there's a few other services, but they have more of like a complete package. So if you have to do like the full video creation, and I think they're like $750 or $1,000 for a similar type of experience, similar type of service. So from what we've seen, it's dramatically less than the other one or two options that are out there. But there's not very many other options out there at this point.
Okay, so your simple selling point, if we're going to put it simply, is just the low price on the processing fee side, plus presumably your expertise in understanding the Amazon systems and overall what Amazon likes and doesn't like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excellent. That makes a lot of sense. Well, that's certainly something I'm going to be checking out. I mean, certainly for my high volume products, that is something that I need to investigate, because if it can up conversion percentages by a matter of potentially 80%, that's obviously a huge change from putting the odd photo up and expecting maybe a couple of percent increase.
Yeah.
So that's a powerful thing. Thanks for telling us about that.
Definitely. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty revolutionary, and it's in some of the early days, but it's great to jump on and get that attention now in the early days. So.